I think one of the biggest thing that has come out of this pandemic is what we can achieve once communities come together. You know, often we wait to be told what we need to do, but actually, if we just sort of get up and get on with it, we can achieve so much. And one success story, one of the most amazing thing that I would like to really highlight is our local mutual aid group. So we've got the Muswell Hill Community Support Group, and we've got Margo here, who is one of the stalwarts behind the group, to basically talk a little bit more about what the group is doing, what the group has done, how the group came about. I've done a shift on a hotline, and I've just realized just how much people need help and just how much the local community is doing to provide support to those who are most vulnerable. So Margo, can you tell me more about the Muswell Hill Community Support Group?
Sure. It was actually set up by, the first idea was from one person, a lady called Sophie, who then got in touch with a friend called Tamar. They met in Allion Cafe in Dukes Avenue, and honestly, within 3 or 4 days, they had posts on Facebook, Nextdoor, and they had a coordinating team. I think it was of 12 people initially, might be 10, and 300 volunteers initially, but now up to 600 volunteers. These women got something very good together very quickly.
It's been amazing, especially as well that the hotline started on the sort of 18th, 19th of March. And what date is it today? Not even a month, right?
It's a month.
Yeah. And it's just really just taken off. Because I remember when we knew there was going to be a lockdown, as a local councillor, my concern was, okay, well, what do we do as, you know, community leaders to make sure that local people get help? So my initial thing was to put a post out on Facebook to say, you know, are there people out there who would want to help? Can you let me know? And then I remember Sophie got in contact with me and said, this is already happening. So then I thought, what is the point of me setting something up when it's already a great community that has been set up by the people of Muswell Hill and beyond, for the people of Muswell Hill and beyond. And so far, how many people have we helped so far?
Well, so far, I mean, this is just with the shopping. There's over 250. I mean, by the end of the week, it'll be 300. But there are other things that are happening as well. There are people receiving phone calls from trained counsellors. If they're feeling a bit anxious, they can ring up the hotline and they can say, I need someone to call me. That's happening. We are delivering food every evening to the homeless shelter in Muswell Hill.
Yes.
And this all started by houses being leafleted. I mean, they leafleted every house in Muswell Hill and on the edges of Barnet. That's incredible.
Absolutely amazing. I remember when I was trying to help with getting some of the flyers printed, and I thought, well, we've got an office space. We're not going to be using it for anything anyway. This makes sense. And we printed some out. Before you know it, thousands and thousands of leaflets. How many thousand leaflets was it again?
I'm thinking it's something like 18,000 leaflets.
Because even some of the people that have contacted the hotline, you know, just that reassurance that there is a group there to help them. When I had a hotline, a lot of phone calls was basically just saying, look, I don't need help now, but I'm just really grateful. What you guys are doing is amazing. And then in addition to that, we've had sort of local shops, local pharmacies, directing people to us and calling us to say, look, I've got someone coming to my pharmacy. Can you help them? So word quickly spread.
Oh yeah, we've had GPs telling people to ring us. I mean, it's been really something. You know, it really has. All sorts of different things have been happening. I had one woman on the hotline. She had to go into town to get some chemotherapy. And she was very worried because she didn't want to be close by. Her immune system was very compromised. We managed to get hold of a black cab driver who completely disinfected his cab for her and gave her a fantastic discount, took her there and back. That's just one of the things. We've got people ringing us up. I had a lady last week. She was obviously somebody not used, an independent woman really. She wasn't used to this situation and she was quite emotional just knowing that we're there. I mean,
I have to say, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I have seen just how much of a community Muswell Hill is. I couldn't be happier to represent and speak on behalf of any other community. And this situation, this really horrible situation that we all find ourselves in, has shown the good in humanity. And
we can't believe our volunteers. We have 600 volunteers now.
Yes.
And we put, you know this, Julie, because you've done the calls. You put a call out, and I say within 2 minutes, you've got a volunteer come.
It's very right that people know what you guys are doing. You know, you've been delivering food to the homeless shelter, as you said. You've even delivered masks to the food hub at the Spurs ground. You know, we've had a donation of 1,000 masks, which was given to the volunteers who are helping the food hub. So the project and initiative of this group is quickly...
And it's still growing. It's still growing and changing.
So before we go, I just wanted to ask, what is your last word for people who are isolated, people who might be tempted to go out? How do we tackle this together? How do we continue to work as a community?
Well, we've been in touch as well with the hospital and with the different health workers, and the big message is please stay at home. That's the big message. Stay at home. Do it for yourself. Do it for everyone around you. That's the big message. We're here for you.
That's it.
While we're isolating.
Find out from your local community. You can call the hotline. You can contact me as your counsellor, and I can lead you to the hotline. And thank you again to the Muswell Hill Community Support Group for all you are doing. I am forever grateful, and I'm sure so many of our residents are so grateful. And thank you, Margo, for taking time out to have a little chit chat with me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Julia. It really is.
Of course, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys again. Well, continue to work with you guys in the future and see what we can all create together.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it now. Thank you, Margo.
Thanks, Julia. Bye.